All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this quick training that's going to walk you through updating your page path. So in a previous training, we went ahead and talked about getting your website or your funnel on your actual domain, right? So we said, go over your funnel, go over your domain, you then go over to settings, domains, you put it on there, right? Then what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and go through each and every single one of the different pages, okay? And you're going to go ahead and make sure that it looks how you want it to look. So in this case, we hit home and then we hit update page. And then that way, I hit update page, give it a second because it is updating, okay? You then go ahead and click on settings again and see if it actually saved. In that case, it did. We then go over to the next one and say, okay, you know what? Settings, I don't want this to be 4924. I just want it to be contact. You hit update page, and then that way you can actually have all of your URLs all nice and tidy, right? So that way, if I go ahead and hit preview link, I drag this down, you'll see it says on the actual test domain, dyasin.com/home is what it is actually on, okay? Now, let me show you what this actually looks like on the funnel side of things because sometimes it can be a little bit different on there, okay? So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to settings. I'm gonna put this on the naked domain. I'm gonna hit save. Now, on the funnel side of things, you'll see on here, it says some paths are updated due to URL conflicts with other funnels. I'll say, okay, no problem there. Because what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna go ahead and see, hey, is this actually conflicting with other paths that I'm looking for, right? So over here, it says dyasin.com/join free. But the thing is that on the funnel side of things, and again, this may or may not apply to you right now based off of where you are. We're just showing you this so that way you're familiar, is that on the website, we only had it in one place that we had to update, right? But here on the funnel side, there's actually two places. We have to go over to publishing. And then right over here, I'm going to change this, let's say to /join free, update step. Okay. And then I also have to go and update it in the split section. And this is actually one of the differences between a funnel and a website is that on a funnel, you can actually A/B test, split test changes, right? And this is the reason why funnels are helpful for marketing purposes, for paid ads and those kinds of things, because you can actually A/B test between, hey, I made this small tweak. I want to go ahead and duplicate this page and make this small tweak and see, hey, does it perform better in terms of conversions versus on a website, you cannot do that, right? But then what we got to do is we also have to go in and change what the actual setting is going to look like on the actual individual page. And so what we do is we click on this cog icon that is right over here, okay? And then we go ahead and hit setting. And then usually I just like to go ahead and put this as like join free -1, update page. And then what's going to happen here is that you'll see that the main URL here is dyasin.com/join free, okay, join free, which is the one that we have put for publishing. But then it also, in case I ever do a split test, I have -1 here. And then if I ever did a split test, right, create variation, and then I can do, let's say, duplicate the control page. And then this would be if I ever did a split test. Again, don't worry about this right now. Don't get overwhelmed, okay? I'm just showing you that this is if you ever did that in the future, that's what it would potentially look like. And then you could mess around with what the actual individual URLs would be there, okay? So on the funnel side of things, again, you'll see on here, group TYP. In this case, I would come over here, clean this up right here, update step. And then I would go over to, give that a second, I would go back over to overview, hit setting, and then I would put group TYP/1. So you have /group1-1, update page. And then from there, that'll go ahead and clean that up nice and easy. Okay, so that is what we wanted to go ahead and walk you through in terms of updating your page paths, both on websites. Okay, so website, settings, it's on your domain. And then, right here. Okay, we got to fix this as well, right? So we're going to go over here and we're going to go ahead and make this home. Now, here's the thing. I think, let's see if it'll save because we already have a home, right? So we have a dyasin.com/home. And so we got to be a little bit mindful of, did it mess this one up? Let's check. Nope, this one's good. And then let's check if this one's saved over here. I hit X, I go to settings. You see, because it doesn't allow you to have duplicate page paths. And so in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and put this probably as just like home 1 or something like that, right? So if I hit save, in that case, it will go ahead and properly save there because it is different than what was there, right? So this is settings, home 1. And then we got our individual page paths right over here, okay? So again, based off of the template that you have, and if you follow the instructions on the template that we're gonna provide in picking the template, we're gonna do our best to make sure that a lot of these changes are already done for you. But again, we're empowering you to know, hey, where is all of this? How do I do this myself? Because all of that is going to be very important for you to learn and understand yourself, okay? So you got it right here, websites, settings, domain. You got your main path right over here, and then you got your individual page paths there. On the funnel side of things, very, very similar there. You go over to settings, you got your domain over there, you have your path over here as well, similar to website, and then you have your individual funnel steps, which have to be updated, which page path on the publishing, as well on the individual split testing as well, and that is with the settings cog. But again, don't worry about the split test for now. In fact, I will go ahead and actually delete this so that way I do not have to worry about it. Boom. Because I don't want to have we're not running a split test right now. So why would I have a split test that is live on there, right? So it goes ahead and deletes that, and then it shows me archived pages on there, right? But I like to go ahead and do that for the page path, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, that is updating the page path. Hope that made sense. Let the community know if you have any questions. Again, this is probably something that if you have questions about the platform, TCK support can help. If you have questions about the specific assets that we are providing you or the business model and the strategy, then that's going to be questions for the community. Okay. So with that being said, we will catch you in the next training.